You know, see what happens here, but this is a big game for both.
Hornets get the draw. There's Pellinger having to make an early save on Mason West, and then the net. Their best since they won the title, but
yes,
couldn't get through Edina, which has been a familiar issue for them and other really good teams like Benilde and some of the others in that section. That the Hornets are just a tough out pretty much every year. Thrown to the front there by Bierman. It went right on net, and Keeley kicks that one out. Vandertop banking the pass. And I mean that as a compliment, obviously.
Absolutely.
West wheeling off the wall there for the Hornets. Banks it down low. Heavy check thrown there. Get it back out to the point, though. Here's a shot on Pellinger, a stick save. Trojans looking to counter, thrown in, and Keeley will stop that one. Ooh. Big hit thrown there in the corner. Wayzata looking to take the body. Knocked away from West.
So the Trojans get the first upper hand here.
Erickson will get the other assist along with D. St. Hubert. So a power play goal early on for the Trojans, and they lead it 1-0 on really their first shot. And it goes in the net.
Well, that was really a boost for them.
And Pitsley up front, and they've got West playing on a point. Here is Mason West. Rotated around to Vandertop. Probing in that circle and back out top. He'll get it back. Back across to Vandertop. Dropping it down low. Here's a shot attempt block. Good job hustling it over there to make the block there by Ryder Alstead for Wayzata. And now West will have to chase it down here for the Hornets.
Nice poke check there by the Trojans. Didn't give up on it. Kept chasing them around the blue line and finally got it out.
Vandertop controlling here. Into the circle, then he'll drop it back, and then they go to West. Quick passing around the top. Cross it comes. Vandertop firing. That one deflects up.
7% percentage on the penalty kill.
Cross it comes. West dropping it into the slot, but Pitsley couldn't get turned to make that shot attempt. Now they've kept Edina out on the perimeter pretty well, it feels like. Knocked away from Schneider there as he was knocked down by Neuenfeld. Tried to go back down low to that corner. Slap to the middle of the ice, and Trojans able to get it out there. Good hustle by Nolan O'Connell. Peckham leading the rush up ice here. 25 to go in the man advantage. Pass straight up the middle, but it goes on net. And Pellinger knocking it aside. Hornets able to keep it in with West. Slide it across here. Brady Mullman getting most of a second unit out there. West is still out there, though, for Edina. He's been out there the whole power play. Mullman across to West. Penalty about to expire. Trojans have killed it off. So a good kill there by Wayzata after they had scored on their first power plays. But obviously not going to get away with that one. So immediate trip back to the power play for Edina.
Well, the one thing I like that he didn't do is he didn't go, what, me?
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that one bounced out front. Pellinger was sliding the other way, and this one deflecting up and over their net, and we know that they will in front of ours.
Well, Edina's power play has been really good, 37%, which is a really good number.
West right back to Vandertop. That one sailing wide. Pass hitting the stick of Pellinger there. Kept in, but then the Hornets able to win it across to West. Vandertop dropping it back for Peckham. And kicked out by Pellinger. Big rebound, and then West not able to put that one away. And Moldy with a good stick there, but he couldn't get it out.
Oh, man.
Now an opportunity out front. Schneider's shot stopped, and Pellinger sprawling there. Wayzata was close to getting that one out, and I think they mentally were thinking they were getting it out, and all of a sudden it was coming right back at their net.
Element action with the teams we have in there, and the great play that we get to watch.
And a check right. Fourth line out there for Wayzata.
Ooh.
Monero looking for the tip there. Shows you the depth you got in your program when you're confident enough to put a fourth line out against Edina at any point in the night. D. St. Hubert giving it back home. Monero. Hornets been good on face-offs again here tonight. Bellner bringing that one out front of his own net there.
That was a little scary. That kind of made Coach Giles kind of skip a beat a little bit in his heart.
Tried to get it back down low to West, but that one knocked away. Banked out to center. Somebody else running into it, but I don't know about that one. Here's an opportunity. Pellinger the stop. Follow-up try. Shot sailing up high after the Hornets got the draw, then thrown to the other corner by Hope. Vandertop shielding the puck, gets it to West. And they'll dump it back down to that corner again and work from there. Vandertop took a check from D. St. Hubert. Trojans up with it. Floated out to center, knocked down. That'll be a hand pass, but from the draw there. Picked up by Vandertop here. Under 15 seconds to play in the period. Oh, West was alone out front. They tried to get it to him, but it got there too late. And then D. St. Hubert intercepting that pass. And he's going to just eat it here, I think, and take the rest of the time.
Oh, absolutely. It's your home rink. You want to show the tradition and the pride in your program and stuff, and the young kids look at that and they go, boy, I want to be there too.
And hopefully one day they'll have what they have at my alma mater, Elk River, a picture of Joel Otto drinking from the Stanley Cup on the wall there. That's something, dial it back a little bit. And he didn't.
No, he didn't. And I don't think there was much change in position by the Dynasty either.
Setting up on the power play here, the Hornets. West. Puck a little sticky on that wet ice. Here's a shot, and Pellinger the save. Thrown out front, and West a swing and a miss as he had pinched in down from the point. And then Moldy pushing it out. Moldy giving chase there with Peckham. Boy, Moldy noticeable in his speed out there for Wayzata. Got to be one of their best skaters, if not the best.
Well, good aggressiveness there, too. He saw that puck stick on one end. He probably figured he was going to stick in the other and have a chance to get at it. Good hustle.
Vandertop down low. Pad save, and then the... Monero winning the draw. It kind of tells me that Pat O'Leary didn't mind that because he left that line out there. He wanted to see some aggressiveness out of them, and he did, even though it almost could have resulted in a penalty.
Well, this early in the period, you want to set a tone, and, a little toughness never hurt,
Offside there.
Ooh.
Couldn't get it out. Banks off the back of the net. Wayzata scrambling a little bit here right now. Pitsley dropping it to the point. Here's a shot. That one got all the way through. Pellinger a stick save. Wayzata needs a change here.
They just can't get the puck out. They're even trying to ice it, and they can't do it.
Knocked down, and Edina has to tag up, and they do so. They've skated pretty well these last couple shifts. I think they sense they have some momentum. Pitsley putting it across. Oh, it hits the outside of the net. Vandertop couldn't control it, but it still almost went in, even though he really didn't shoot the puck. It just kind of deflected off the heel of his stick.
Bob Uecker would say just a little outside.
Yeah, it was close. It hit the kind of the outside of the pipe.
Yeah.
Dug free by West. Molman from the point. That one didn't make it to the net. Vandertop flipping it back out high here. He'll make a shot. Oh, the deflection, it's in. West. Whoa, Pellinger, not much chance.
Side on the doorstep. And making that goalie aware of it, but a nice play right there as he just bounces it down.
Look at that, he bounced it off the ground. I mean, that even for a good as player as West is, I don't know that you could do that more than once. Hornets able to win the draw. There's Pellinger, a stick save on that one. It's really turning into an Edina period here, the more and more as we go. Kept alive in the offensive zone by Wankus there. St. Hubert and Clark both jump in to grab it now. Wayzata, it's tipped ahead. Oh, that's going to be an interference, I think. Time, as we talked about, when Wayzata's goals are both on power plays and they only have a total of 10 shots, Edina's got to be thinking, got to stay out of the box. Thrown into the net here. Keeley the save. He will play it away. Intercepted there at neutral. St. Hubert will throw it back in. Bounced ahead and just knocked away. Good recovery by the Trojans, and now here they come. Knocked away on the shot attempt, though, by Peterson. St. Hubert puts it wide of the net. Erickson coming in for the rebound. Vandertop winning it. Banked ahead toward West. It's off his skate and dumped back into the Edina zone. Bellner back to play it. Spins it back the other direction. They get it to West, and he's able to jump past. Little 2-on-1 with a trailer out front to West, and he scores!
Oh, yes.
Oh, what a goal there for West in a much...
A nice setup here. Just they played this really perfectly, and he delayed enough so that defenseman was not in between him and open for the pass, and he had a stick on the short side inside, which I think helped him find a lot more net too. Look at, he went to the opposite side corner there. That would have been tough from the other side. Pitts tie game with 5 left. They're going to be able to run this whole power play throughout the period here.
Vandertop. Now they come back up top, and Pellinger the save on that attempt from Peckham, and Trojans able to get it clear. So far, Wayzata's not been hurt by taking penalties, but you don't want to keep doing it, I don't think.
Well, if they're down at cooking at 38%, Jay, you're pushing your luck here the more you go on.
St. Hubert dumping it down the rink. Having said that, though, I do like Wayzata, I think, has had a good plan defensively when they're on the PK.
Yes, I would agree.
West. And couldn't drag it around. Kicked ahead, though, by Peckham. They keep it in. West dropping it off. Here's a chance. Shot and a goal. Buried there by Pitsley. And not that we were exactly going. Hornets on the power play.
Well, West is showing up. He's been their big goal scorer here. He's leading the team right now by a long shot, actually. He's now up by 5 goals differential between the next nearest guy.
Oh, they tried to go to West there. St. Hubert stepped up, though, to block that pass. Bierman leaving it now. St. Hubert away with it for the Trojans. We're under a minute to play in this second period. Little drop pass there, and a knockdown. Here come the Hornets. Schneider dropping it. Pitsley the shot, and a nice blocker saved by Pellinger. More wide open second period, resulting in some more goals. Here's a chance, and they tie it up. Oh, there's Kurtz burying the feed. Figuring it's probably his turn to maybe get even more, but interesting little look at both those guys, where one guy has kind of been there, done that, and one guy is hoping to be there, done that in the rest of his career, and having a great night tonight.
Well, looking at the history of these teams so far this year, third period, it's always been their best, both teams, as far as scoring.
Pitsley putting it out front. Vandertop sneaking through there, trying to tip that one home. Back to the point, but kept in. And there's a tip that was just wide as West was looking for another deflection goal. And dumped out. This is going to be icing against the Trojans here as they tipped in Wayzata zone. St. Hubert Looking up the left wing, it's tipped in deep by Colmenero.
Well, we'll look for both teams now, Jay, in this period being tied like this. Just start throwing pucks at the net. You know, anything could go in, and in a tie game, that could make the difference.
And it's been a lot of end-to-end so
your defensive zone.
Bierman able to win that draw to himself for Wayzata. And to play it down deep. Ludke took a hit, but got it over to Kurtz. And then you get tangled up, probably more physical than the other guy, because you either want to take both or neither, but you don't want to be the only guy that goes on a spot like that. D. St. Hubert from Erickson. That shot, though, deflected wide. Turnaround try by Kurtz. Deflects over the net. D. St. Hubert up with it. Floating it toward the net. Probably roughing, I would guess, but yeah. Yeah, I think you kind of got to send the message a little bit that, okay, we went a little over the line there.
Well, you sit those two down. You don't let it really affect play. We got 5-on-5 play here, which is good.
Ooh. Turnaround try by Kurtz. It is roughing for both Neuenfeld and Peckham. Coincidentals there. Off the draw, Hornets first to it. Try to get it to West. Kurtz, though, there, and knocked to the corner by Keeley. Pitsley losing it there, and here comes Kurtz looking for the hat trick. Lost the handle on that one.
Well, you definitely want to get the puck in Kurtz's stick. He's got the hot hand tonight.
Wellner getting to it. He takes a check. West up with it now for Edina. In the third, but also just some missed opportunities, I think, for both.
Well, I think both coaches said, hey, guys, we got to get a little more physical here in this last period.
West stopped there as he turned the corner around the D there. You know, if you're saying, like, who might score the go-ahead goal, you'd have to think West is on the short list. He's got a couple tonight. I mean, of all the, skilled players on the game for both teams, I'd say he's probably at the top of that list. D. St. Hubert sending it around, and it gets outside the zone, dumped back in. D. St. Hubert gathering again. Deflected in deep. Holt back to play it for Edina. Here comes McCoy Kurtz. Kurtz firing. Keeley. West swooping in, trying to pick it up, but D. St. Hubert gets it instead. Clark gets to center and will dump that one in. It gets by Keeley. Now rolls on the dasher for a moment. Moldy trying to center it. Vandertop up with it instead for the Hornets. Kind of amazing how many great chances we saw in the second and how few we've seen in the third. It's just been a very different period. Vandertop had his pocket picked by Moldy. Boy, Moldy has played a good game tonight, right?
Yes, he has.
That pass, a dangerous one across ice. Vandertop will dump it in. Relayed back out, but picked up. Turn there by Pitsley.
Pitsley had a good hustle on that. He's had a good shift there. He's really moving.
Vandertop trying to bring it in, but ran into traffic. Now it's Moldy. Moldy floating one across. It was deflected. Pyle takes a bump. And then they throw it back the other direction. Trojans will be there first. That one off the referee. Kind of got caught up in his skates. Pitsley, they need a change, and he's just going to ice it.
A good opportunity.
From the point. Ooh, there was a deflection by the defenseman shin pad. Edina pressing to try and go back in front here. We remain tied at 3. To the point again, and Pellinger a save there on Peckham's.
The other lines, too, as they come through. But getting face-offs inside the attack zone helps a lot, too.
Floated out to center. Peckham able to track it down, but a lot of forecheck pressure on him, and Clark steals it, and then it's deflected wide. As an Edina defenseman getting a piece of it, but it went wide. Here comes West, trying to get it out front. Couldn't do it, but he kept possession anyway. Throws it around behind. D. St. Hubert up with it. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Still tied. Bierman in a key draw here. And Trojans able to win it. Eriksson. D. St. Hubert had it knocked away. And thrown ahead. Here's a chance. Pitsley putting it out for West. It was a little bit behind him. Bierman trying to drag it out front and then just knocked away. Under a minute to play here in regulation as we stay tied at 3-3. Bierman throwing a check there. Vellner jumps in to gather it for Edina. And Lutke blocked it. Here's a shot by Kurtz off the tip of the glove there of Keeley. And then banked out to center. Eriksson back to play it for Wayzata. The draw against West. And it's stuck in the corner, and we are going to go to overtime here. There's no scoring in the third. So for Edina. And we're underway in overtime, 8 minutes, and then it would just be a tie if it stays tied. That's offside at the line. And here's where you're glad you've played 3 lines or even 4,
yes,
so that these guys do have a little bit left in the tank in the OT. Vandertop got a little bit tangled there with West. West throwing a hit into D. St. Hubert, but Trojans come up with it as Bierman out of there. Pass knocked away, and they'll have to regroup. Bierman dumps it to the corner. Right up the middle. West getting it to Pitsley. They were just onside there.